Hello friends, hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to yet another video of the Football Mania, the one-stop platform which brings you all the latest news, insights and updates from the world of football. Where is the Josh? Where is the desire? And where is the hunger to win? These are the three prominent questions that you would ask any team that is looking to bounce back and is doing all it can to win the match. Yes, my friends, once again, the Indian national team is in such a predicament. It is in a very precarious situation where it doesn't know where to go. And moving into the second match of the SAFF Championship in Maldives, Igor Stimac was quite confident. The mood around the dressing room was buzzing, and I'm sure all the players were really geared up for the match against Sri Lanka. Having drawn the previous match against Bangladesh, Igor Stimac felt that it was time for the boys to be clever and realize their full potential and go for that killer instinct. But to the utter surprise and disappointment of fans all over India, once again we see a lackluster, mediocre, and very spineless performance from the national team. We have to take into this account that Sri Lanka is ranked 205 according to the FIFA rankings, and India is way ahead, that is 107. So there is almost a difference of 100 rankings, and I'm sure anyone who was betting for India to win would be easily the victor. But even the bookies were wrong, and India suffered a 0-0 stalemate. And it is really surprising why this team cannot go on to the next level. Let's talk about the lineups. Igor Stimac went into this match taking Seritan Fernandez in the defense. He also took Mandar Rao Desai, and it was a very bold call because we saw how the defense was working when Laleng Sama was there in the team, and it was really clicking. And even though in the midfield we saw Glenn Martins, we saw a different Anirudh Thapa who was trying to take more central positions, moving into those half spaces. It could have been really easy on the eye. Yes, we saw a very different lineup. We saw even in the attack, Manveer Singh was dropped, Liston Colasso played through the left wing, and it was really interesting to see how he would fit in Suresh Wangjam because he has been a player who has been doing wonders in the previous ISL editions, and he was a very good addition to the national team. So I was happy that he was also in the starting lineup, and it was very good to see Udanta Singh once again. But I just don't understand from where the goals will come. Yes, it is against Sri Lanka, and everyone is expecting at least two goals in the first half. India to start on the front foot, and yes, they had all the possession in the first half. To be honest, it was very easy for them because Sri Lanka was also playing like very deep in their own half, and it was very difficult for them to come out of their own half. So talking about the playing style of both clubs, both teams, sorry, it is a very different approach. And if we look at how India was trying to penetrate, it was always through the middle. And even though Sunil Chetri was coming deep, dropping deep, it was not enough to feed Liston Colasso through the wing. And it is an approach which has not worked in the past. So why try it? And I'm definitely sure that Igor Stimac has his work cut out because now there are more questions than answers, and it is something which we have all said in the past. If there is a team which does not have an identity, a game plan, and a know-how about what needs to be executed, then it becomes very difficult for them to go and win matches. And Sri Lanka were resolute. Everything which was coming in the defensive area, the goalkeeper was catching. There was a good communication between the goalkeeper and the defensive back line. And the defense was really solid. At times they looked quite stretched, and India did not make use of those opportunities where the fullback of Sri Lanka was trying to come out of position. There were so many occasions when Liston Colasso could have taken them one on one and whipped in those good crosses. However, he tried to go to the byline and whip it. It was not working. And even you saw Sunil Chetri how frustrated he was. He was in the attacking third, he was in the D area, and he's not getting the ball. He was shouting at Udanta, he was shouting at Suresh Wangjam as if to say, guys, what are you doing? You need to step up. And This match was a clear, typical example of why Igor Stimac should not be the head coach of the national team, because the whole team is, desperate to win a match, and you go into this match with the same mediocrity and the same level of performance which you had against Bangladesh. So what is the difference? You made those changes with a tactical approach. You had a game plan which you wanted to execute, and it backfired. Yes, Sri Lanka also rode their luck. They were also quite lucky not to concede. There were a lot of chances where they could have miscommunicated, or it could have easily led to a goal. But the finishing of the Indian team is also something which we need to question. And definitely, Igor Stimac, I don't know what happens in the training sessions, but there are so many things which we can understand from the gameplay. There are not enough triangles. The midfield is not able to, complement each other well at times. Glenn Martins is only there to shield the back line and supply those balls through the wings. So if we talk about the entire match, it was a very, very frustrating match. If anyone saw the match, I'm sure they would have, slept off by halftime, because I imagine that, when you see a match like this, what kind of spark is required? In the second half, you brought on Sahal Abdul Samad, you brought on Farooq Chaudhary, you brought on Manveer Singh, but what happened? They are players who can, bring in those fresh legs, bring in that energy in the attack, but Sri Lanka were still resolute, and their goalkeeper was having a very big grin on his face because he knew that he wanted to waste time. He was going off, he was lying down on the floor, and it was everything which Sri Lanka wanted. They just wanted a draw out of this match, and that's exactly what they got. And now out of two matches, India has 2 points. And guess what? Who are they playing next? They are playing against the leaders of the group, that is Nepal. And we all know how strong Nepal is, and it will be very, very difficult for the national team to come out of their blocks, because Nepal will press higher, they will defend higher, and they will squeeze the opposition. That is for sure. And it is going to be a very tricky match. So, guys, please let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the Indian national team? What is the road ahead? And what does Igor Stimac need to do? Is he still going to be there after the SAFF Championship? Only time will tell. But let's hope for the best and keep cheering the Blue Tigers in this SAFF Championship. So please let me know in the comment section. And for regular updates from the world of football, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until next time, stay safe and take care.